Talks Radio. This is big. This is big.
Indeed, wonderful woman, mother of nature. I saw what bad also crying musokusia. The sun said, Yen and Bande, we are really, really special. Ladies are special. 3 minutes past the 11 right there in Accra, Ghana. You're in a studio, Satanya, Accra, Ghana. The name is still on Himachimode. They are live on the Ladies Avenue, right on Ghana Talks Radio, and also live on our YouTube channel. You always know when it comes to the Ladies Avenue, it's all about fun, entertainment, and most importantly, education. We educate you on the matters of life and also regarding our ladies out there. Anything regarding we, the ladies, we bring it to the table and we elaborate and discuss about it. So, in today's episode of the Ladies Avenue, we are talking about teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy. Someone will be like, oh, teenage pregnancy is a common thing. It shouldn't. So civil civilization no and shouldn't do her yet. Yes, how to curb the rise of teenage pregnancy, especially in the rural areas. And this is a common scenario most people say. Say bio na ka wo kwasi anka sisi me one will be say 5. And so it's like teenage pregnancy ni there it cross hono no. Say unvu ya che say unye nipa wo ho. So I have with me Nance today, and also I have with me a male representative. In Burma, the men are the main cause of teenage pregnancy, even though we have other contributing factors, but the men are the number one contributing factor to teenage pregnancy. Because if a man doesn't see this little girl and tell this lady, oh, I'm interested in you, then the lady is also say, she's not mature, she will also accept, then one thing leads to another, then pregnancy comes in. So men are the number one leading factor in teenage pregnancy. So I have with me DJ Rock. I'm producer Bakope. DJ Rock, the only rock without a C, and also my beautiful female Nance as well. A wonderful woman, an African woman. So without wasting much time, we will begin with our conversation. DJ Rock.
Or him,
Yeah. Today's conversation will be late. Oh my God.
Sure,
Hope you are fine.
I'm doing you by the grace of God. It's been a long time.
It's been long.
It's been a long time.
Ladies Avenue.
Yeah,
if you are not wanted here, we won't invite.
Then I'm not wanted here.
Oh no, today you are really wanted.
Really?
Because this teenage pregnancy topic, I want to know why men really like minors.
And I have to go and do bisexual. Change part of my spare parts then. Yeah, I'll be a lady.
No. Okay, Nance.
Hello.
Hope you are fine.
I'm good. How are you all?
We are also fine. Okay, so without wasting much time, looking at teenage pregnancy. teenage pregnancy. Before then, DJ Rock, will you give us will you give us something light about teenage pregnancy?
Okay, when you talk about teenage pregnancy, what I know about teenage pregnancies, like as a youth,
okay,
you are not ready for any taking care of a child, then unexpected you got pregnant. Yeah, that's all I know about teenage pregnancy.
Yeah, and it's true. It is an adolescent pregnancy. It's a pregnancy in a female adolescent under the age of 20. If not really under the age of 20, but under the age of 18, because once you clock 18 years in Ghana, you are no longer a minor.
Okay.
So 17, 16, 15, 14, 10, 9 years, you are a teenager. You're a teenager. So today, we know most contributing factors leading to teenage pregnancy.
Yeah.
We know the men are the number one.
Oh, don't say the
Oh
men.
no, men are number one cause of teenage pregnancy.
Okay.
So I'll start with Nance.
Okay.
So why do you say that men are the?
Of course, aside the other excuse me to say other factors, which is maybe broken homes, poverty, immaturity, or something like that. Men are the main cause of teenage pregnancy, because if they don't see a minor to propose to that lady, teenage pregnancy wouldn't happen in the first place. It's like a fire outbreak.
When
Fire outbreak without petrol, fire wouldn't.
It's like I'm supporting you, Odo, but if you talk about men, don't use men.
Okay.
You can use a matured guy, immature guy.
Okay,
like
some men.
Because if you talk about man is man.
Okay.
Yes, and a man is a responsible person who can take care of like himself and the lady. So if we talk about this teenage pregnancy,
okay,
it comes to both these young ladies then these young guys out there.
Okay, so pardon my manners.
Yeah.
I'll retract my statement. Some men. Why are some men the leading factor to teenage pregnancy?
I should go first.
No, Nance asked why. I was thinking.
I think it's a lack of information, a lack of knowledge. That's how I see it. Because a lot of teenagers, if we're just saying teenagers, so let's say, for example, a teenage girl, teenage guy as well. Even though we do know that, some older men, they do go for younger women. We're not going to get into that right now. It's a lack of information and a lack of knowledge, because I don't know how it works in schools in regarding like sexual education. If they, you go to school and they teach you about sex and all of those things. Like sex within, especially the culture, is quite taboo.
Okay.
Your parents won't really speak to you and be like, oh, this is sex, this is what it is. They'll just say, don't do it. They said don't do it. God says don't do it. Wait until marriage. That's what they say. And when somebody says don't do something, I bet you want to do it. You want to do it. So that's why there's so much like lack of, I don't know, education, and why it's happening so much. That's what I believe, anyways. Because there's no conversations in the house. If your child is going outside and learning about it from their friends, why would they do it?
Yeah.
And that's what I think.
It's true. Because if there's no communication at home, sometimes I wonder why. I don't know if it's only my home, but in most African homes, why is it difficult for the parents, especially the mother, to educate the girl child on sex? Why do you think it's really difficult for an African mother to educate the girl child about sex?
It's because they're prude. Like, your mothers, they don't really like to talk about certain things. Like, how even girls, you might be talking about those things with your friends and it'd be like, it's like a joke. It's funny. I doubt your mom is there with her church friends and her sisters talking about it. Like, it's not how they were raised.
Okay.
So they're just prude. They just find it like it's a conversation between you and your husband in the bedroom. That's all. You shouldn't have a conversation with anybody else.
Very
That's how they
true.
see.
Okay, DJ Rock.
Oh, yeah, much more.
Back to my main question. Now that question there is really important for me.
Okay.
Men.
Yeah.
Some men.
Yeah. The reason why I told you like you shouldn't use men because if you come to our society right here, even I'll use my environment, the place I stay, for example.
Okay.
There's a young girl who is 17 years to 18 years old. If you see the guy
She's dating.
she's dating and like the girl now is having a baby. If you see the guy and the lady, the guy is not mature. The guy is somewhere 21 years. And the lady is also 17 to 18 years. So this teenage pregnancy, if you come to most our society here, is if you go to according to percentage and you rate, it falls under we the young ones. It's not I would say 98% falls under because in school we date. Like in our society, young girls and young boys, even teenage pregnancy in schools, it happens there because your mother will send you to school, go and learn. You will be dating your colleague, your colleague, your classmate. We have some saying that we used to say, "Help me finish my course."
Help me finish my course. Yes.
So
and they also have another one. Catch them young, and they shall be yours
so
forever.
so they will catch you young. And then
they'll champion you young.
You see.
Okay, so DJ Rock, sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
you. With what you are saying that teenage pregnancy, of course, is teenage, so it would fall mainly under the youth.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Because looking at the olden days or looking at our moms or our parents' time, I don't feel teenage pregnancy was really, really high.
Yeah.
So do you think it's because our time technology has been introduced?
Correct.
Okay, so you think technology is also a contributing factor to teenage pregnancy?
See, first, our olden days, before you date, unless we have something called puberty right. You go through you go through this process. Before that, your mother will say that, hey, now my child is matured. Now, or the no bema or benyam. This we are not more doing all these things. And at first, the olden days, I came to like witness more. Like when we're a teenage and with this stage, like if you get pregnant before this puberty right, they'll sack you from the village or where you are. You will no longer be in the community again. So and they will use some taboos and like so you the lady cry, you are afraid to go. Yes, but nowadays these things are no more there. Because now I have my WhatsApp phone, the boy too has his WhatsApp phone. You will be like video calls,
sending nude pictures.
Correct.
Now we also have a lot of pornographic sites.
Correct. So that day, which phone are you using? Even that time there was no computer. Even before you get TV to watch, unless 5 months, 6 months before you see. Yes. So if you come to our this modern day right now, everything has changed. You'll be doing calls, video calls. Then one day you tell mother, oh man, please, I want to go to vacation classes or Saturday classes. You will pass by your guy.
Oh, yes.
You go and do things. Your mother thought, yes, your mother thought, oh my child is in the school learning. Oh, so the organic them. They are doing biology.
Biology.
Yeah.
Introduction of science. Okay. Sorry about that. So Nant, do you agree that technology is also a contributing factor to teenage pregnancy? Because looking at technology, even though in recent times technology wasn't introduced, and for you to know someone is a virgin in the olden days, you don't really know. You just stay pure away from guys and you go through certain rites. But looking at technology, there are times you can even go to the hospital to check if this child is still a virgin. So technology being a contributing factor to teenage pregnancy is kind of really awkward. What do you think?
No, definitely. Like, even as we're saying, where back in the day, even if you don't want to go too far, like you can say,
Mhm.
okay, maybe our parents' time that it wasn't a lot. There was still some,
Mhm.
like there's still some people were still doing it. And then even if you come to like younger, like our generation, for example,
Mhm.
I know some of my friends that got pregnant young. So it's like not everybody is doing it, but some are doing it, right?
Mm.
Even now, like the younger lot is everywhere. It's normal. Like if you're not doing it, then it's as if you're weird. But before it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. So definitely technology, how accessible it is, and because the younger ones they're growing up on technology, so it's in their faces all the time. It's
Mhm.
if you watch TV now, a majority of TV, like normal TV, has sex scenes. Like they see it all the time. It's become so normalized, and
Yeah.
not to say it's not. It's normal. However, to the extent that it is going, where you can turn on the TV and it'll be a normal show. The show has nothing to do with sex, but there's sex in the show.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like
Especially with
just
this
random.
reality TV shows and stuffs.
Yeah, it's just random, and they're watching it. And like I'm saying, if your parents haven't told you that, don't do it for whatever reason, and you're watching this with your friends, why won't you try? Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I also do think that like even parents they need to do better because your parents will just tell you, oh, just don't have sex until marriage. You say why, and they'll say because Jesus said so. They won't explain the reason why.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more conversations to be had, but definitely technology has made it just technology has made it normal. That's what I
Mm.
would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's made it normal, so it's just like why not? If they can do it, why can't I do it?
Mhm.
Like there's a show in the UK called EastEnders,
Mm.
and recently a child, I think he's 12 or 13, is having a baby in the show.
Oh.
So if a 12 or 13-year-old sees it, why wouldn't they think it's normal?
Mhm. It would be like someone is having a child at my age. What is stopping me? You see,
Yeah,
sometimes curiosity is also part. Curiosity. They are really curious to know what is inside, and also youthful exuberance because they feel they are in their prime time. They have
Yeah,
to enjoy
they have
whatever.
swag.
Mm. Mm. When I if I say a foot on such an impanum a jeans or okay, so we've looked at things that contribute to teenage pregnancy. Now let's look at ways we can go about to put an end to it. So DJ Rock, I'll start with you.
Okay. What the youth really need is education. Yes. Both our
But
family.
sorry to interrupt. Do you think it's mainly education? Because sometimes most educated people tend to be illiterate.
Yes, education and advice.
Mm-hmm.
Because at my age now, I know what is good and what is bad.
Yeah.
And I have been taught that if I have sex with a lady, I'll get that lady pregnant. So what should I do? Okay, fine. Now, I am I will not say I am matured, but I have grown up. I know what is good and what is bad. So
Exactly.
if I'm going to have sex with a lady, what should I do? To prevent this pregnancy, then let me protect myself. Yes, by wearing CD.
But
Also,
sometimes protection also fails you at times.
oh, that's what I'm saying, CD.
Okay.
Yes, I will not say that kind of pills then.
Okay.
And
No, condom also fails.
oh, but at least you know how to put it on. Yes.
Okay.
And some ladies too, because they have some bad mentality in them, they will say, "We shall rob any." So I want it. I want it raw. See
Now,
you.
mom, bear man, no sure bed.
Me, I haven't tried before. Unless
yeah.
if I tried and see whether it's sweet. Oh, why are you laughing? I said I haven't tried it
Oh,
before.
me, I haven't said anything. No.
So,
Okay, let's go.
If I try and see, I'll compare the two. Yes.
Okay.
And see which one is good and which one is not good.
Okay.
But for me, as I'm sitting here like this, I'm not ready for any bearing of child or taking care of a child. So if I want to have sex with my partner, please, I'll put on CD. Yes, I'll put on condom. Yes, to prevent any unwanted pregnancy. Yes. So
All right.
advice and education. That's all.
Advice and education.
Yeah.
Nance, anything else to add up?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely advice, education. Obviously, when we say education, we're not talking maths and science. Simple sex education. Understanding the fact that within sex, it's not only pregnancy that you can catch. You get there's other diseases out there that you can also cause issues and catch as well. So I think definitely education, and I think conversation. People aren't speaking anymore. It's every man for themselves, and that's when you end up in situations like this. I think it's not only a case of educating your daughters, but also educating your son, because it's quite normal for people to be like, oh, this guy has been having sex from when he's young. But if it was, oh, the girl has been having sex from when she's young, it's an issue. Who was the guy having sex with? So I think there should be conversations for not only your daughters but for your sons. And yeah, it's people make it so taboo, but it's taboo, but people are doing it. So it needs to be an open conversation of how to handle yourself if you're going to be doing it. How to keep yourself safe, hygiene, all of those things. It needs to be a conversation that people need to be educated, honestly.
All right. Thank you very much. Then it means that is your last words, right? DJ Rock, or last words,
yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Lovely people of GTR, listeners and viewers, we talked about teenage pregnancy and main factors contributing to teenage pregnancy: lack of education, and also my number one topmost factor: some men. DJ Rock corrected me. He said some men, and those men are immatured. They lack knowledge. They are not mature themselves. And also other things like poverty, broken homes. Yes, it's also a contributing factor to teenage pregnancy. So looking at how to keep them, looking at how to curtail teenage pregnancy, to overcome them, advice and education. And as they said, education is not math, science, English education. It is all about sex education. So the government, or maybe initiatives, organizations, NGOs, should make it their topmost priorities to visit these rural areas to help them know the importance of abstaining from sex at an early age. So advice, then education, sex education. So a big thanks goes to DJ Rock, the only rock without a C, and DJ Rock. Then also to Nance for contributing, educating us on this wonderful topic: teenage pregnancy and how to keep them. The name still remains on Himachimode. So this is why we'll bring the show to an end. Make it a point. Always make a date with us every Tuesdays and Fridays at exactly 11 o'clock a.m. GMT to 11:30 a.m. GMT. And Chakora, it's just 30 minutes, then we are off. You can also visit our website www.ghanatalksradio.com, and if you are not able to watch us live, you can visit our catch-up segment on our GTR app. You can download the app on Google Play Store, Apple App Store, Apple TV, Huawei Gallery, Amazon, Android TV, many more. So stay tuned and listen in stereo.